Hi, my name is Jeffrey Ross and I'm the rector here at St. Peter's Church in Lewis, Delaware. For over 340 years, our congregation has been here in the first town, in the first state, welcoming people to our community. And we have been working hard these last few years to continue that welcome, to keep that open door, to continue to make St. Peter's a place that not only accommodates our members, but the larger community. And I'm happy to share with you the success of our first portion of the campaign, our phase one. I'll take you inside and show you around all the things that we've been able to accomplish. So welcome. Come on inside and let me show you around. You know, one of the things that I'm most excited about since we've done these renovations is the restoration of this baptismal font into the center of our worship space. For us as Christians, our life together begins and ends with the baptismal font and the Paschal candle. This candle is lit when we baptize any new member into our church, and it is lit as we say goodbye to our members as they go into the nearer presence of God at their death. And here, this font stands in the middle of us, not something in the back forgotten or something shoved onto the side, but a constant reminder of our commitment to God, to worship God, and to serve the community. This font will always be in the middle of our life to remind us that we are called to seek and serve Christ in the lives of others and loving our neighbors as ourselves.
Hi, my name is Sue Potts, and I'm senior warden here at St. Peter's. I've been a member here for almost 30 years and have been actively involved in the Open Door Capital campaign that we started several years ago. One of the things that we added to the church were 2 bathrooms as you come in through the narthex. We have a handicap bathroom and a regular bathroom. We also have a table that will fold down for younger children if that's necessary. We also have a podcast studio behind the chancel so we can broadcast to people who are homebound, and they'll be able to enjoy the service from home through that studio.
Here in the front of the church, or the chancel, is an excellent place to see the 2 driving principles of our Open Door campaign on display. Our first commitment was to make sure that whatever we did looked good, that it fit in and maintained the historicity of this place and did not detract away from the beauty of this place as a house of worship. Architectural Digest voted St. Peter's as one of the most beautiful places to worship in Delaware, and we didn't want to do anything to take away from that. And so when we were restoring this space, we wanted to make sure that we held on to its beauty. But the second compelling drive for us in doing this campaign was to make this space available and open and to welcome the larger community into this place. And to that end, we've expanded the seating, but we've also made this place more flexible. Here we have expanded worship space that we can gather around the altar as we do each Sunday, but also a space that's available for various and sundry music events and lectures. We wanted to continue to have our doors open to welcome the larger Lewis community to come here and to be fed, maybe not sacramentally all the time, but to be fed by the other opportunities for gathering that we make available. We wanted them to experience the beauty of music. We wanted them to be able to come and learn and talk about the concerns of the community. And just as we were founded 340 years ago, as a place of welcome and a place of inclusion, we wanted to continue to build on that as St. Peter's goes into the 21st century.
Hello, my name is Lois Powell. I am a member of St. Peter's Vestry and a member of the parish choir. I'm here today to talk to you about the chancel and the construction that created this wonderful space. It's a very functional space that's movable, and flexible, so that it can accommodate the choir, visiting choirs, and our bell choir. If you look around here, this will be the space where the choir will sing. As we look to here, this is a new window that was put in memory of one of our choir members, Richard Freeman. It's dedicated to him for his long time in the St. Peter's Choir, for his dedication to singing and song and music in general. If you look at the statue of Saint Cecilia, who is the patron of music, you'll recognize that there are some shields and some other aspects of Richard's life. They represent the college that he went to and the church and the cathedral choir that he sang in. We expect to have some wonderful liturgical programs here at St. Peter's. The choir will sing when it is time for us to sing yet again. And the fact that we can move the organ, we can have other programs such as those that are presented by the St. Cecilia Guild. The St. Cecilia Guild puts on free concerts for the community, for education and for entertainment. We hope that you'll enjoy this wonderful new chancel and what it has to offer, as well as creating a space for our liturgical service and worship.
Hello, my name is Tracy Mulvaney, and I'm junior warden here at St. Peter's Church, and I have been active as part of our Open Door project for quite a while. And I'd like to tell you about some of the aspects that you might not be aware of that are all taking place underneath the church. And we have created 3 wonderful spaces that expand our ability to not only serve our own parish community, but the community at large.
History and hospitality are 2 important values of St. Peter's Church, and here on the lower level you can see that we've preserved our old steeple cross that was hit by lightning twice. We've since replaced it with the steering cross, which is upstairs now, or up on the roof now. Down here though, we were really fortunate to have an owner's rep in Mark Chura, because he worked very hard to hold on to as much of the building that we could. And you can see around all the timbers that have been replaced and restored. This particular timber up here used to be upstairs over the chancel of the church, and it was determined that the supports on either side, the bricks, were failing. But we wanted to appreciate the wood that has stood so long, and so we've restored it down here on the lower level. We've also created this lovely little crypt space where we hope to install some columbaria so that members of our congregation can be interred in the church when they pass away, and also this meditative space where people can come and pray throughout the week and just receive a little spiritual nurture and sustenance as they continue to live their lives of ministry.
And in addition to all those lovely spaces we created a rear entrance to the church. And this makes it much easier for people to access those new spaces, but also it means that there is an entryway into the churchyard and into the church from 3rd Street, which allows our congregants to park on 3rd Street and alleviates some of our parking challenges that we have here in Center City, Lewis.
As I said, holding on to the history of St. Peter's is really important for us. We recognize that we are really in the center of the historic district here in Lewis. We wanted to make sure that any renovations we did to this space fit in with the town and did not stand out. And I think thanks to the leadership of the mayor and the city council and working with the Historic Preservation Architectural Review Committee, we've been able to do just that. St. Peter's addition here that you see behind me really fits in with the building and looks like it's always been here.
Greetings, I'm Stu Braz. I have the honor to be the chair of the Open Door campaign. What you have seen in this video is the result of a year and a half of very dedicated work to generate resources to make sure that St. Peter's Church remains for another 150 years. During this period of time, we've succeeded in raising slightly over $1 million. During this time, however, we have also uncovered a number of unanticipated expenses, the most significant of which was a serious crack in the wall of the east side of the church, which, if not attended to, would possibly result in the demise, if you will, of the eastern side of the church. We need about another $250,000 to come to closure in the capital campaign. And I'm asking you to, if you have not yet contributed, if you have not yet pledged, we would appreciate your considering it. About a half of our members have already pledged or contributed to the campaign. We need your help now to come to a conclusion by the end of this year. We know how much St. Peter's means to you as it does to all of us. We look forward to your participation. Thank you.
So I'm really excited about the work we've been able to accomplish here, and I deeply appreciate the dedication of the vestries that have made it possible. Their leadership and the financial support of the many who've contributed have made it all possible and have ensured that we've passed on a spiritual legacy for generations yet to come. Our Lord never turned anyone away, and we have endeavored to make St. Peter's a place with open doors to everyone. And as the prophet Isaiah said, a house of prayer for all people.